Hey everybody, Kim here with Little Biz Resources. Hopefully I am live and you can hear me. It does show me my microphone is working, so we're going to take a look at that. It looks like... It says we're live. Let's see. There it is. So let's mute that. Okay, so for those of you... we'll give it a minute for just a second while I do this. I'll go ahead and share it, possibly if I can figure out how to do that from my phone. Right here, share it into my Facebook, into your groups. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about affiliate marketing. Live now. Can't get into Zoom. Please come to the YouTube channel and ask questions. All right, so we posted that into the Facebook group for those of you who are coming in from there. And then we're going to go ahead and just get started because I know it's kind of weird when technology fails, but for some reason I'm completely locked out of my Zoom account. Can't figure out why. Can't get any emails from them. So I'll figure it out later. All right, so today we are going to be talking about affiliate marketing, assuming I can get this to work. These are weird. Okay, so we have e-commerce and digital, and this is kind of like a lot of people have their preference. Now, I should say that it's not an either or necessarily, but you need to consider your audience and the pros and cons of each, right? So first of all, if you are in affiliate marketing, you are most likely, what on earth? So we're going to come into the live again. It kicked me out of the live for some reason. Okay. Post your questions. I have to do it on my phone. Fine. All right. So e-commerce is going to be things like Amazon affiliate marketing or Etsy even, other shops, right? Those are going to be the things that are two things at once. These are the things that are more like e-commerce, right? Now, I do fully understand that there are going to be people who are, or products that fall under both categories, e-commerce, digital, right? Because technically digital probably is under e-commerce, but most people don't think of it that way. So I want you to think of e-commerce as Amazon, Etsy, and like maybe shops that you have, jewelry shops or, specialty shops that you have access to for affiliate marketing. Now, digital, what I want you to think of is like info products, right? So we said, well, I have products listed. So like courses or educational, right? That's a big one. Software, of course, software products. Those are going to be digital. You could theoretically put this in the course of like templates and stuff like that as well. However, I'm going to say that could easily hop into the e-commerce side as well. And so depending on where they are and what you're doing is going to be the difference between these, right? So one of the major benefits of e-commerce, right? So we're going to say pro, or I'll say benefits, is that it's a physical product. Usually, not always, but usually it's a physical product for the most part. That's a huge benefit to e-commerce, because if people are going on Amazon, they're buying something, they're going to get something tangible, they're going to be a lot happier faster, right? Whereas with a digital product, it is, and this is still a benefit for some things, is that while it's not a physical product, the benefit is instant delivery for the most part, right? Instant delivery. So these are different aspects of meeting people's needs. So if people are looking for a specific product and they're like, hey, I want to buy a physical, I want underwear. You don't want digital underwear, right? You're going to want physical underwear. So those are kind of the differences. It just depends on what you're promoting. Now, the same thing goes with education in that, what's up, baby?
Can I turn off the light?
Sure, you can turn the light off. Sorry, my daughter is in the background. She is sick and been sick for almost 2 weeks now. So it's been a challenge, but we just keep plugging along. All right, so when you think about these, you go, okay, well, what other, for my audience, okay, if my audience is more into physical products, then e-commerce may be more appealing. However, just because they may be more interested in physical products does not mean that they won't purchase digital products. Software is a perfect example of this, right? There's plenty of software programs, Netflix, Amazon, Prime, the video stuff. People buy those things because they meet a need. So you start thinking about your audience. And if you don't have an audience, this is a good way to start thinking about what you want your audience to be like. Okay, so another one over here, I'm going to say, so these are the kind of the main benefits here. Now, here are some disadvantages of e-commerce from the affiliate marketing side. And this is what I want you to consider. Disadvantage. Almost all e-commerce has a low affiliate commission. And using Amazon as an example, it's 1 to 5% of the sale. Now, it's of everything. So, again, there is some distinct advantages and disadvantages of these. So, we'll talk more about those in a minute. But I want to say a disadvantage of that one is that it's a low affiliate commission. Now, the disadvantage on the digital side is that even though you have a higher commission, you might have a harder time selling. Right? More people are going to come over here and buy their underwear than they are going to come over here and buy a software program for fun, right? You're not going to get as many people who are going to say, hey, yes, I want to throw money at you. I want to buy this instantly, right? If you think about this, impulse buying, right? So impulse buying, you go, okay, we're going to impulse buy. Well, if it's $20 or less, they're going to impulse buy. But if you have a $20 software, even if it's one time, and a $20 product, they're more likely going to purchase that $20 product. Of course, it does demand on what their demand is and everything else depends. But for the most part, you've got to think about your audience when you're deciding this, okay? And I'm sorry, I'm really distracted, guys. My daughter is sick, and yeah, I just had my own medication put in for me, in me. And it's been a very, very, very stressful time. We're getting ready to move and everything. It's just really tough. So real quick, just to recap, I want to go between e-commerce and digital. We're talking about if you are looking at, physical products from stores and they're buying online and you're an affiliate, you're going to get a low commission. However, because this will depend again, there's so many variables in these, but let's say you're selling on Amazon, right? You're going to have a higher conversion rate on marketplaces like Amazon, right? And then this one is going to be, again, it's going to be harder to sell. So potentially lower conversion rate, depending on your audience. So if you think about this and you're like, hey, which one do I want to do? Do I want to do e-commerce? Do I want to do digital? You kind of have to think about how you want to build your audience or what kind of audience you want to target. So I don't do actually affiliate marketing for a lot of e-commerce things simply because their commission rates are so low. I very rarely meet the threshold to pull money out. And if I do, it's so far and few between, I can't rely on it. So I don't really do this as much as I probably could. And the other thing is like, so Amazon, even though it's easy to sell, to push products on Amazon, oh, hey, buy this on Amazon. For some reason, if you can have your affiliate link, you can do everything right, and Amazon's not crediting you for it. No idea why. It happens a lot more often than it should. So it's really, for me personally, e-commerce is a lot harder. Now, plenty of people who have an audience, they're like, hey, I would rather do a review of a product and push them to Amazon and get whatever, even 1 to 5% of whatever they buy for the next 24 hours. Because that's another thing. Like on Amazon, you have a 24-hour window. On digital products, you usually have generally like a 30-day window, 60-day window, maybe even 90 days. Some of them are lifetime, right? It just depends on what the particular product or course or whatever it is that you're offering. So you have what they call cookies, right? Cookies on your computer that track it, and they decide that, oh, hey, they clicked on your link. Amazon says within the time that they either, I think it's 24 hours from when they put it in their cart, or maybe from when they click on it. I can't remember. It's a really low window though on Amazon. And a lot of these places, I don't know what Etsy's is because Etsy won't even approve most shops. Like you have to go through hoops to get approved for Etsy. So these are like things you have to consider when you're thinking about affiliate marketing and if you want to make money or not. If you're looking at it for making money, then oops, sorry. I have this little dude on here. I didn't mean to put him on there. If you're looking to make money with affiliate marketing, you should consider if you have a lot of people that are buying, if you have a lot of buyers on your list, or if you think that you can get in front of a lot of buyers, then it doesn't really matter, right? E-commerce or digital, you'll make some money. But if you're like, hey, I can't get in front of a lot of people, and you want to rely on affiliate marketing as a really good source of income, then you may not want to start off with e-commerce. In fact, what I typically would do is, and this is what I've done in the past, is I will build up my list focused on affiliate products that are info products and software, because that's what I really am, my passion is in. And then if there's like an ebook or a product that complements that and it's on Amazon, I'll go ahead and send it over with the link, right? Now, again, if you don't have a huge audience and you're getting 1% of a $20 book, as an example, let's pull that up. So if you have a $20 book and you're getting 1%, you're getting 20 cents. And how many people in your audience are buying that, right? And that's where it comes down to. If you are looking to make money with affiliate marketing, you don't have a huge audience, you may not want to start focusing on e-commerce unless that's your passion, right? If that's your passion, you're like, I want to review every single crock pot there is, and I want to let people know which one's the best and push them over to it. I want to, teach people how to make pasta, and here's all the stuff that they need. And that's what your thing is. You want to teach people how to do life skills or something. And as long as you understand that your commission for physical products, and for especially e-commerce physical products, is going to be a lot lower. And I say, I don't know if you can even get commissions on physical products. Send them into Walmart. No, they're not going to, right? So anyway, ignore that randomness and just consider the fact that you can make a lot more money when you are working with digital products, right? So I put that out there, but I will say that if you are like, hey, I don't know if I want to make money or not, I'm trying to put one together. In fact, it's actually on the same thing here, where I'm talking about monetization, location, and marketing. I don't know if I'm going to keep that location word, but we're going to be looking at this in one of our videos coming up, and I think it's going to probably be my channel overview. But monetization is, how you make money. Location is where people are going to make that money. So if you're in e-commerce, as an example, if your monetization is e-commerce, you have a location. Do you have a website? Are you on Etsy? Are you on Amazon? Do you have an app? Whatever it is, what's your location? So we'll talk about different locations and the pros and cons of those, and then how to market to those, right? In fact, tomorrow I'm going to do a print-on-demand marketing one. I have to pull up my notes because I don't remember what the title is going to be, but it's going to be on marketing for print-on-demand. And you're going to look at both your brand on your own site and on a marketplace like Etsy, right? Because they're different. It's how you market those is going to be a little bit different. So I don't see any questions so far, and I have to go run and get my daughter's medication because they didn't have it earlier, because for some reason everybody is sick and the line at Walgreens is insanely long. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off then, since I don't see any questions on here. And if you guys do have questions, you can post them in the Facebook group. You can post them on the video, of course, or you can come live next Thursday. I know actually did have one question. Now that I say that, I did answer this in the group, but let's go ahead and pull this up. Make sure I'm not missing any others. Hop into Little Biz Resources. And so Marjorie had asked, is there a way I could put a business page up without connecting it to my Facebook profile? And she's had a troll. We've been talking about this for a while. She has a couple of trolls that just are horrible to her. That's just disgusting that people do that. And I hope that karma gets them. But the problem with Facebook is that Facebook relies on, and which is not necessarily a problem, I should say, is that Facebook relies on everybody to be a person first. So they want you to have your personal profile, then you can create a page from your personal profile. So there's no way to create a page without it being connected to someone's personal profile. Now, does it have to be yours? Not necessarily. You can have somebody else do it and add you as an admin or something. But I suspect the challenge here is more sharing into groups. And that is because if you create a page, nobody knows it's your page except for Facebook. Facebook's not, at least as of right now, nobody knows that unless you have a huge page, and then I think they require you to put some stuff on there. But when you're getting started, nobody really knows it's your page unless you as an individual are going into a group and sharing that page information, right? Then people are going to start to connect it. So instead, and we have people do this all the time. I say all the time, not too many recently, but we had a rash of people trying to get their pages into our group. Now, there's no way for me to put a setting on here that says no, at least I can't find it, that says no pages, because I don't allow pages in our group with exceptions. There's a few exceptions. We have a few people in here that I'm like, yeah, go ahead and you can have your page attached if you want to share straight from your page. But most groups will let you, and that's just simply because ours isn't for pages. There's no purpose for it, so there's no reason why you should be joining as a page. But in other groups, they don't care, and they're like, oh, hey, yeah, go ahead and have your page attached, and then you can just literally interact with that group as a page. Right now, that's something that's relatively newer. It's been around, I don't know, maybe a year or so, and I don't know if it was to everybody for the whole year, but it's been around for a little bit. It might have been longer than that. Days go by really fast nowadays. So that's how you would do it. Basically, you just create the page. You don't, and you need to, if you're talking about sharing it into groups or sharing it somewhere, you need to join those groups as the page. I think that's where the dilemma is. So other than that, I don't think I've seen any other questions coming in. We've been posting some content. I've been a little slower because I've had a sick kid and we're moving and everything. So, but yeah, I don't see any other questions in here. And that one was specifically to Lana. That's her name. Shh. And yeah, lots of videos on the YouTube page. If you guys haven't seen that, obviously you're here on the YouTube one. If you're in the group and coming back into here, please feel free to hop over, take a look at all those. We're pushing out a lot of content. Like I said, I slowed down this last week or so because we've been dealing with sick and moving. So, all right, I don't see any other questions, so I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for now. And if you guys do have questions, feel free to post them, and we'll get to them during the week or